Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to see about writing skill, email writing. Do you know how to write an email? Are you struggling with? Don't worry, you are not alone. Many people struggle with writing an email. This video will help you. Are you ready to learn how to write a formal or informal email? In this tutorial, you will learn how a formal email differs from an informal email. We will provide examples so you can see the difference between informal and formal emails. Now, let's get started with learning by watching the video tutorial. We will cover each in blow by blow detail. Let's get started. The topics include email writing, how to write an email writing, format of an email, and examples and tips. Now let's see what is email. Email is short form for electronic mail. Email is an information that is exchanged between two users over telecommunication. An email is a message that may contain text, files, images, or other attachments sent through a network to a specified individual or group of individuals. It is used in formal, semi-formal, as well as an informal way of expression or writing. What is a formal email? Let's see the definition now. A formal email is typically sent to someone you don't know well or to someone who is in authority. Examples: someone you might send a formal email includes your professor, a public official, or even a company you are doing business with. If your workspace has a formal environment, use formal emails with your boss or colleagues. Now, let's see the difference between casual versus formal email. What is the difference between a casual and formal email? Let's see now. A formal email differs from a casual email. A casual email usually goes to a person you know well, or often it is someone you're on good terms with, such as a friend or a family member. Now, points to remember before writing an email. Write an email inside the box. Word limit must be 50 to 80 words. An email should be brief and pointed. It must contain short and important information only. It includes only relevant matters. Use simple languages and punctuation wherever necessary. Always hold your tone respectful and reassuring when dealing with complaints. Usage of abbreviations, short forms, slang language should be avoided in a formal email. In formal email, use proper and formal words. The purpose of writing email: clarity, proper salutation, and proper closing is must. This is the format of an email. Now let's see in detail. The first you have to enter is from address, that is write sender's email ID. Then 2. Write receiver's email ID. CC, which is a carbon copy. BCC is a blind carbon copy. Here CC, that is carbon copy, can be attached to your friends. Next is the subject of the email. The subject line is what the reader sees in their inbox. If the subject line is misleading or missing information, your email may not get read by the receiver. So the subject line is very important. Subject should be in brief, short in a single line. Clue to the content: higher official do not read full content, so they read only the subject and that will be understood the content. So the subject should be very brief and must be in a single line. The next one is salutation. The salutation directly addresses the person you're sending the email to. It's always used in formal email messages, but sometimes skip in informal messages. Salutation or greeting is dear sir or dear madam, respected sir, respected madam, hi, hello, dear with your friend name. To write a mail to someone whose name you know, that you can write as dear Abby, hello Abby, hi Abby, like that you can write. To someone whose name you don't know, to whom it may concern, hello, like that you can begin. To many people at once, that is when you include CC, that is hi everyone, dear all, like that you can begin an email. Now let's see the body or content of the email. The body of a formal email typically elaborates on the purpose of the email. Elaboration may not be needed in an informal email. Although the body contains detailed information, it's important to write clearly and concisely in a formal email. Remember, your reader is not familiar with you and may not be familiar with your topic. So, the content of the email is very important. It should be professional or personal. Let's see the introduction or opening of an email. The opening of a formal email often requires the sender to introduce themselves. In contrast, informal emails are sent to someone you know and the introduction is not needed. Start an email with polite conversation. So, we need to greet the person first. Some pleasantry statement can be included. In case of reply email, we can use thank you, I received your email. Like that, we can introduce. The next topic we are going to cover is closing the email. The closing email is very important. How you end a formal email is equally important since the email closing is the last thing your recipient looks at. Your email closing can leave a lasting impression on your receiver. A good formal email closing also reminds the reader who you are since it should include your full name, contact information, and title if appropriate. In contrast, an email closing may be extremely casual for an informal email. In some instances, when the recipient is well known to you, you may even omit the email closing. The most common way to start a formal email closing is with the word sincerely. It may be a common closing, also a safe closing. Example for closing statement. I look forward to hearing from you. Please don't hesitate to contact me. Thank you in advance. I await recipient of. Like that we can close an email. Now, main ideas of an email. Use complete sentence. Don't use SMS language. Don't use bold letters. It must be avoided. Now, let's see the closing statement, how to end an email. Best. Best wishes. All my best. Sincerely. Yours sincerely. Regards. Kind regards. Warmly. Thank you. These are the ways to end an email. Regards. Thanks and regards. With love. Kindly. Kindly regards. Sincerely. Best regards. Best wishes or the complimentary closings to end with an email. At last, after finishing all the formats, we have to write the sender's name, designation and contact details. Tips: you should not use short forms, address, etc. Use CC only in formal emails. The next one we are going to see is change in pronouns. In the question paper, if they had asked you, in the answer sheet you have to write as I. You means my or are. You are means I am. Like that you have to change the pronouns while writing an email. Now let's see the examples for email writing. This is the format of the email. So the email must be enclosed in a box. First we have to write to email address, then CC, then subject, then dear sir, then body of the email, then yours faithfully or sincerely, then designation you have to write. This is the example for email. Now that I have explained what you need to know about formal emails, now you are ready to write, format and send your own formal email and informal email. Good luck. Thanks for watching. Subscribe the channel for more video tutorials. Catch you soon.